In this beginner guitar tutorial, we'll be having a look at notes on the first string, more specifically the first three notes, E, F, and G. Now, we've already learned E, F, and G in our previous video, which you can check out by following the link in the top right corner of your screen. But today we are going to have a look at the actual notes that are on the stave. So how to read those notes while playing. And this is very important. We can't just play with letter names. We need to actually start playing with notes that are on the stave. Now, it's very important. Try to remember, try to memorize this so that when you read the notes that you can say it out loud while you play as well to help you. Also very important, we'll be learning a sign. This sign looks like this. And this means that we have to strike the string with a downward motion of the pick. Well, we're using our fingers as pick. So in order to strike the string with a downward motion, we must play with our thumb. So we are going to play with our thumb striking downwards. And this is called a downstroke symbol. So whenever you see this, and for the following three exercises, you will be playing with your thumb with a downstroke on the first string, like so. So let's have a look at E. E we know is the open string, so we don't press down anything. But when we look at where E is written on the stave, we see that it is the top space. The top space. So whenever we see that, we are going to play E open. If we look at F we know is the first fret, first finger, like so, as close to the first fret line as possible. So we're going to press down that. But when we see it on the stave, we see it is the top line. So look at the difference between E and F. So E open, but F on the first line, we need to press down our first fret with our first finger. Downstroke. And then finally, G, look closely where G is written. G is right on top of the stave, on top of the 5 lines. So when we see that, not in the first space like E, we are going to play G. And we do that with our third finger in the first fret, as close to the third fret line as possible. Downstroke as well. So these are the places and the spaces where we need to play with our fingers and the notes while reading the notes. So let's have a look at this exercise here. So remember the sign, the downstroke sign tells us that we need to play the string with a downward motion or stroke with our thumb. So we are going to play there, and so we're going to play the following. We're going to play E, F is next, first top line, followed by G, then it goes back to F because it's top line again, and then first space E. In our second exercise, we have two E's, two F's. Why do we play two F's? Because both of them are on the same top line. Two G's because both of them are at the top of a stave. Third finger, first fret. Now we have in the next bar, we have a G and then an F followed by an E. In our final exercise, we start with 4 E's. E, 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 E. Continue with downstroke, this time F, and we have 4 of them. F, 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 F. Now it moves up to G, 2 G's, down to F, and then we have 3 E's. So practice just playing the notes while reading them on the stave. This is very important. Once you know that, we will later start learning how to play with the correct note values as well. If you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe to my channel and check out any other videos that might be useful to you. Thanks for watching.